I have to tell you that I read some very disappointing news. I got an article that's very, very disappointing. And the article headline says this: Billy D. Williams comes out of the closet. And then it has a little dash that says, I'm gender fluid. Now, Billy D. Williams is from my day. I'm from the old school, right? And all the women used to swoon over Billy D. He played the part of Claude McKay in and Billie Holiday's Lady Sings the Blues, right? And oh man, all the black women, all the white women, everybody, all the homosexuals, everybody was in love with Billy D. Williams. And now the boy says that he done jumped the broom. I'll read the article. Legendary actor Billy D. Williams has come out as gender fluid. That means he doesn't consider himself to be a male or female. And he's both. Wait a minute, does that mean now this is only, but I don't know the man's private parts, and I know this is a family show, and I don't want to get too far into the gender, but is it wrong, or is it family type to say testicles? Is that something that you should not say? I don't know. If I offend you, please forgive me. And then there's ovaries, right? What God did, here's what God did, here's what God was thinking about. I'll tell you what God was, how you know what God was thinking. Well, don't be asking me questions like that. God says, all right, for the woman, I'll give her ovaries. I'll pack them inside her, right? And I'll put them at, way up so you can't just reach up there. Anyway. So it gives the woman ovaries. It gives her two. For the man, he says, this guy is going to be trouble. I know he's going to be trouble. So he gives the man, not ovaries, he gives him testicles. I know this is a family show. Hide the children. Go and hide them. I'll give you a moment to hide the children. I said, Pastor, man, you already got started. Anyway, hide, because I may get worse. You never know. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Everywhere you go, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. The first Noel, the angels did say, was the shepherd, certain poor shepherds in fields where they lay. All right, the children are gone. So what God did, right? His name is Jesus. He gives the woman ovaries, right? And for the man, and he tucks them away so they can't, you can't touch them and everything, and the woman is protected because the ovaries are behind several layers of skin and all that kind of good stuff. But for the man, he said, all right, I'm going to give him testicles, right? But I'm not going to hide them. They're going to be an exterior package. Lord have mercy. Should I stop this? I think this is going to get me in trouble. This is going to get me in trouble with Facebook. Somebody going to have to say something about it. Anyway, so the men and the women are different, right? I mean, men and women are different. And so, you may have ovaries and then find that means you're a woman. I don't care what you say about yourself, you're a woman. And if you have testicles, well, brother, that's unless you're going to defy God. Now, if you got an argument with God, you got to take that up with heaven. But Billy D says he's got both, or at least he flies between the two of them. I don't know, is there anything such as an ovary implant? I know a heart implant, lung implant. Let's see. What else they implant? They implant a whole lot of stuff. Implant hair, implant teeth. I got some of them. But do they implant ovaries? Now, I've heard of sex change, and I'm not trying to be ugly. As a pastor man, and trying to belittle people. I'm not trying to be ugly. But I'm trying to figure out now, did Billy D have an implant or a transplant, or what did he do? Anybody know? Anybody know what he done? Because he says he's both. Or is he just kind of talking in the abstract where, I don't have ovaries, but when I feel like I want to have them, I have them, right? And so, yeah, they do breast implants too, yeah. This is, and he's 80, this is, let me read the rest of the article. The 82-year-old Star Wars actor recently opened up about his gender fluidity in an interview with Esquire. The actor uses pronoun he and him, and she and this. I say myself, himself, and herself. Let me tell you something. Can I tell you what I think? Let me turn over here and I'll tell you what I think. Here's what I think. I think Billy D. Williams is lying through his Billy D. Williams Star Wars teeth. Yeah, I think he's lying. I do. You know what? I think he's 82 years old. He hasn't had a major role. I think he's getting ready to get back in Star Wars again. and he wants to be relevant, right? I'm gonna tell you something. The woman down in North Carolina wrote me a letter the other day. She said, Pastor Man, I don't know how on earth you stand up against the power of the LGBT movement. It's everywhere. It's in governments and education. It's in, and the worst places is in the movie industry or the Hollywood actors, that television, that kind of stuff. And she said, I got to take my hat off to you. I don't agree with everything you say, but God bless you for being able to stand. They haven't killed you yet. No, they haven't. But I think that Billy D. Williams is just trying to be relevant. I think that boy is a hardcore testicle guy. You know what I mean? But if you say, I remember I told some people years ago that when I was in prison that I was tempted, right? I didn't yield, but I was tempted. And so the LGBTQ people ran with that all over the world. They were over there in Pink News talking about that over there in London somewhere. But I think Billy D. Williams is trying to stay relevant. He's 82. He's on his last leg. And I think, because the LGBT people, man, they run everything. I'm telling people, they run everything. They got all the power, except me. So I don't know what we're going to do. All the women that said they fell in love with Billy D. Williams, now I would say this. All the men that want him now. Think about all the men that still, even at 82, he's probably going to have a whole lot of men going to come after him. They're going to say, oh, it means I can date Billy D. This is a bit of a news blog we do, looking at spiritual wickedness in high places for the most part, making some observations about it and giving people a biblical foundation to the way of interpreting, rather than have Sean Hannity or Laura Ingraham or Janine Pirro or Anderson Cooper or Rachel Maddow or Don Lemon, Rush Limbaugh interpret what's going on in the world. You come to me and I'll tell you based on what the Word of God says. They'll just give you their worldly, sinful view. But the Manning Report will tell you what God has said, whether to say yea or nay, whether to go or to stay. You'll be led by the word of Almighty God. Come to the Manning Report on a daily basis to interpret the spiritual wickedness in high places, because there's plenty of it that's going on. And so I'm the Lord's servant, James David Righteous Rebel Manning, and I'm here to serve you with news and information.